Good afternoon. I thought I'd pop my video on since I got that nice little holder on my mirror and give you a little picture of our ride home from Oceana town into our Kopperston and where we live. Yeah, they really do have Dollar Generals up here. See that? Anyway, I really wanted to share with you how much we appreciate everyone praying for Tom during this time when he's been so sick with that arm. And Dr. Bavshar is leaning even more to the fact that he's shredded a muscle in his arm, or he's ruptured a muscle in his arm. The initial injury was back in June, and he babied it along and it was doing pretty good until he just did something simple and it just snapped. So we'll know for sure on Tuesday when we go for the MRI. Today has been a really, really rough day. I immediately had to get him into Dr. Bavshar. He gave him 2 more shots and some more pain meds and things like that to keep him comfortable. And I just now ran into town to pick up some more meds for myself and go to the bank because on top of everything else, both of our cards have been compromised by scammers. So we just got those replaced, and I have a lot of things to do online now to get that all corrected. So if you're one of those people that use my cards to pay bills or something, they're not going to work. But anyway, I just want to thank the Lord anyway, because he did protect us and he gave me a safe trip home. And my husband was had a good nap this afternoon. He felt so much better. I walked in on him and said, "What you doing, honey?" He said, "I'm just sitting here thanking God for what comes in our lives so that he can show us something new or different." And that's my husband. Boy, he loves the Lord, and everything that happens to either one of us, he always says, "I wonder what God's trying to teach us now." I pray that I will always have that heart. At any rate, it is a beautiful day here today. It was 87 degrees, but we didn't feel it. It was very comfortable. We're actually 7 miles. It takes us 7 miles to get from town to home and home to town. So it's a 14-mile round trip for us. But it's beautiful. I just wanted you to see it in the daylight. I haven't even had a chance to look at the videos and see if anybody commented on the ones that I sent from last night's trip over Bolt Mountain. That was quite exciting, but it is beautiful anyway. So here we are. Lots of shade when you're looking at the mountain. As you can see, we're just carved right out. The road's been carved right out just for this purpose. Right down below is a creek, and I'll guarantee you right above it somewhere is a railroad. And that's how they built here in West Virginia, and probably other states, I know. Once you carve out a spot, then you want to go ahead and put all your transportation, all your needs right there, from the water to the railroad to the coal miners, and then of course to the traveling right here like I do. I'm not very good at it. Like I said, I'm more on the safe side. My husband likes to go over the yellow lines, but I try to stay on the right side of the road. But anyway, I'm just so thankful for each and every one that's prayed for us. We thank you. We are still not sure exactly how we're going to feel for Sunday. He is scheduled to preach for Glen Fork Baptist Church. Pastor Eugene Cook, a wonderful church, supports us and loves us. And we've watched their kids grow up, and now they got grandbabies, and God's good to them. And we were just so thrilled to be able to be a part of any service with them. I promise you. And then Sunday afternoon after church, we are planning on driving to Princeton and setting up our tables for a week-long camp meeting with the Maranatha Baptist and the annual camp meeting that they hold there and host there. We have to go to Princeton anyway on Tuesday for the MRI, but we're a little bit concerned about Tom's comfort in a hotel room. Usually when he's in there like this, he sits up on the bed with a pillow behind him and he can go to sleep. But I'm not sure sure that's going to happen this trip because of his arm and the injury. So pray with us about that. We want wisdom. We want to do right. God gave us these many years. I mean, he'll be 79 his next birthday, and he's still so active, and I just love him. And but he's been good to us all these years. So pray with us that we'll do right by that. I know I'm kind of rattling along, but it's so beautiful. I would turn it off, but it really is pretty. And so and I take an easy, speed limit here is 45, and they do catch you. They're sitting up in these little alleyways waiting on somebody to come skimming by here a little bit too fast. So I follow the speed limit. It's the law, and I don't want to break the law. Break the law, you sin. Now, out on the interstate, I do push the limit. Not too bad, but I do. And it's pretty. This is one of the camps. That's why they call it Upper Camp Kopperston and Lower Camp Kopperston. And they built the little not these. These are more newer homes. But like our home is built back in the 40s. And that's what they did. They cluster up a bunch of whole houses and build them, and then put their coal miners in it with their families, so they could keep them close to the mines. So pretty. Look at the mountains up there. You almost don't think they're so high, but they're very, very high. Just gorgeous. People love their yards up here. I hope you can get a peek of some of it. They just keep them pristine. I think it's a competition around here. And they're just so gorgeous. Too long to put up, but I'll do it anyway. I'll put it on YouTube, and then I'll share it on my Facebook page. They left their homes in America to cross the ocean wide and blue, to carry the cross, not carrying the loss, so other souls could hear the truth. But the light's gone dim in America. Sin is being our nation's doom. So who will go to America? Tell me, brother, why not you? Who will go to America? Land of the red, white, and blue. Who will go to America? Tell me, brother, why not you? It's our heart. Missionaries to America. That's who we are. Almost home. I'm going to leave it on until we get there this time. I think I turned it off too soon last night. But we're almost there. Going to pull in. Thanks for riding along with me. Even though I didn't hear you. But you heard me. And we're right on the road. But that's okay. That's our home. Right dead in front of me is that hibiscus bush that got completely taken out last year when the young man lost control of his vehicle and ran over our fence, which is back. I don't know if I can. There's the house, and That's not our house. I'm going to take off here and see if I can get a little bit more. Sorry about that. God bless America. That's us. The gazebo my husband built for me. I love him. There's a little Honda. I pulled it up on a trailer. I think that's what hurt him. He tried to drive it to town and hurt himself a little bit. Thanks for riding along. We'll be talking to you soon.